I totally forgot I didn't have my elytra on me. Hey there everyone, my name is GamePar and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. Today's episode we are starting in an area that I have reserved for GamePar Industries. I have reserved this area for another new shop. That's right, another new shop. No, we are not working on our base today. That is still coming up in the future. I do have some really cool ideas for it. But I wanted to get this shop up and running because it's something that I think the InfinityCraft members are going to really make a lot of use of. And what kind of shop is that, you say? Well, we've been playing around a little bit with the furnaces and the fact that they will store up XP. And I thought that it'd be great to use those to sell XP to the other InfinityCraft members. And I've been doing research, and I also discovered that another Minecraft player called Azuma has been doing all the same research that I was planning on doing. And so he's already done all the research and the calculations and stuff for me. And so this is actually going to be a lot easier than I thought it would be. We've got we're going to put our smelting system in. And I'm going to make use of a system that he developed for, actually, a system he developed and never actually used to block off the furnaces once a player has taken away the items and have removed the XP. So why don't we get started on that? First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our project shulker box and lay that down because it's got all the goodies that we need in order to build this thing. I've done some prep work ahead, some pre-production work on this episode, and I've gotten 2 stacks of hoppers. Well, actually, those are fairly easy because we took them out of that item there in the last episode, out of the kelp farm. So we've got 2 stacks of hoppers. We've got, I don't really need the redstone, but we've got some quartz stairs, some quartz blocks, some white concrete, some sea lanterns, some comparators and repeaters, some furnaces, and some sticky pistons. So let's get started on this project. I'm going to start off by getting some of the foundation blocks in place that we're going to need to hold up some of the redstone components. Alright, the skeletal structure of our system is in place here. This looks a little bit weird, but it's just a supporting structure for the redstone and the smelting system we are going to put in this thing. Alright, first thing we are going to do is we are going to place down where... Oh, right. Things are in my project box. I should bring my project box a little closer. That might make some more sense because I'm going to go back and forth to it quite a bit, probably. So let's place this down. Let's grab our hoppers and our furnaces. I'm not sure what the plural of that actually is supposed to be. Okay, so we are going to have hoppers down at the bottom. That is the bottom of our smelting system. This is going to be collecting the items from the furnace. The next thing is going to be furnace on top of here. Nope, not like that. That would not work. Okay, furnaces in. Next step is second set of hoppers. Hoppers are going to go into these furnaces. Now, to repair most items, we can use 5 stacks of cactus, which means we don't have to add chests because we've got 5 slots of cactus, so that's going to work out quite well. There we go. So this is the exact smelting system that we have down in the temporary base, minus an auto feeder for the kelp blocks, because we're going to manually put in those kelp blocks. So that's the basics of the system. Now, what we want to do is the redstone component of the system. So let's grab for ourselves, I'll put these items back in. Let's grab comparators, repeaters, and I am missing my torches. I am missing my redstone torches. I need some of those. I should have some in my redstone shulker box. Let's take a quick peek. I am missing... Oh, wait, no, they're in my inventory already. Wow, talk about not being able to see things right in front of your face. If they were a snake, they would have bitten me. They were so close. All right. So, we are going to throw our comparator. And, sheep, you are in the way. I believe that it needs to go... Okay, I've got the wrong one in my hands. I believe it needs to go this way. Yeah, so this is pointing this way. Okay, I got that correct. Junk blocks to get up. We need to have a redstone repeater now. Going... not that way. I'm not on enough of an angle. No, still not on enough of an angle. Okay, I'm going to have to build some junk blocks this way in order to see it. That's okay. Alright, let's try this again. And still not going in. I'm going to have to get up on top. And I need to pick those up before they despawn on me. Since I'm up here, I might as well do this all at the same time. There we go. Let's pick these up. I need to get the comparator over on this side. I'm going to be doing these in groups of... oh wait, I can access that without having to step up. I'm going to be doing these in groups of... okay, I got that going the wrong direction. Groups of 2, because I need to be able to access the hoppers and the furnaces, and I'm going to be doing that from the side so I can access this one and then the one that's next to it. There's going to be one item gap in between here. Do I have a bed on me? Do I have a bed in my... no, let me go sleep. I'm back and I brought a bed with me so I don't have to go running off once it gets nighttime. Alright, where were we? Okay. That redstone is in place. That redstone is in place. We are going to throw some sticky pistons up here, like so. And then we are going to put down our redstone torches. And that should be... yep. So that should be the redstone circuitry in place and functioning. Now what this does is the comparators recognize whether or not there's an item inside the furnace. Now, when there's an item inside the furnace, it's going to turn off these redstone torches, which will turn off the repeater, which will retract the piston, which will make the furnaces available. Okay, let's see if that makes sense to you, because it took me a while just to figure out how this exactly works. So we are going to attach these quartz block. Actually, we're not going to use quartz blocks. That's silly. Quartz is too expensive, especially when I have a concrete factory. We are going to use white concrete, which is actually a little bit on the bluey gray side, but that's okay. Now, when we have an item, like a piece of coal, anything inside this furnace, it is open. And so the idea is when there is an item sitting here waiting for the player to take out, it's going to be available. But the moment that they take the item out, it's going to automatically block off the furnace, and they will no longer be able to access it, and they will know that these furnaces have been used and are not available for them to take an item out. Also, if the furnace is running, if there's fire inside, they know that it's not ready to take experience out. So this is the setup. I'm going to grab some cactus and we're going to test this thing out while we dress it up a little bit and make it look nice. In case you're wondering how well my cactus farm has been working, every single one of these double chests is full, and these top 3 chests are full, and this one is almost full. And I just recently emptied this out, and this chest is already starting to fill up. So we have hopper, chest, hopper, and chest. Not to mention all of these shulker boxes full, which we are going to steal a couple of those shulker boxes. So yeah, the cactus farm has been producing. So I've gotten the supplies that I need. Let me clean up this junk block here. And I've also moved the whole contraption up by 3 blocks. 1, that gives us either an extra space for the staff-only area, or 2, allows us to create a building that's a little bit narrower than what we originally planned. That still gives us 5 blocks of a passageway in between the two sides of the XP machines, which I think is going to be pretty good. What I'm going to do off camera now is I'm going to install 32 of these systems on this side in groups of 2, 32 groups of systems on this side, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we're going to do about filling these, and we'll give these things a bit of a test run and see how they go. Then we'll do the beautifying of the project and work on a bit of a structure. I think that this is actually going to go into the side of the mountain. We're not going to clear away the whole mountain, so we'll only need to do a bit of a facing structure on this, and then the rest of it is going to be covered up by this hill. Here we go. We have got 64 repair stations in place. Now, these are the only 2 that have their redstone torches because they already have their dried kelp blocks. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add 16 kelp blocks into each of these, because when we put 5 stacks of cactus in the hoppers, 16 blocks of kelp are enough to smelt all of those exactly, which is really nice. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to put the redstone torches in place. Then this thing is actually usable, and we just need to make it look pretty. So let's get at it. All right, redstone torches are in place, and this thing is ready to go, ready to start smelting cactus. Now, I did fix a little bit of a derp issue we had going on here. I forgot to put in this top row of blocks. Without it, the signal coming from the comparator was not making its way through this little redstone circuit into the piston over there. Essentially, this redstone circuit here, the repeater and the torch are simply transferring the signal from the comparator when it sees if there's something in the furnace or not. And without this block up top, that signal was not getting through, because obviously the redstone signal has to go through these blocks. So we've put those in, we've put the repeaters in, and we are ready to fill this thing up. So what I need to do is I've got 16 dried kelp blocks here. That's enough to smelt 5 stacks of cactus without wasting any fuel. So that is the perfect amount. So we are going to grab 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks, and we are going to start by putting 1 cactus green into the bottom hopper. This is very important. What this is going to do is when we put 5 full stacks in the top hopper, it's going to smelt everything through, but because we already have 1 piece down here, there's not going to be enough room for the last piece to leave the furnace, so that will leave 1 piece of cactus green in the furnace that players can take out, and by taking that out, they're taking out the levels of experience that are going to go along with this. So, let's see. So 1 cactus green in there, 16 kelp blocks in here. Let's put the 5 cactus in there. And now this is going to smelt, and it's going to go until it's all done. It's going to take a while. It takes a while to smelt through 5 stacks of something. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add the cactus green through all of this here. And then once this furnace is done, we're going to pull out the XP and see about repairing this pickaxe, because it is lost a lot of its durability here. And we're going to take everything off, and we're going to see how much repair we get off of 1 use, because I need to figure out what the pricing is going to be, and I'm not quite sure how much of this tool we're going to repair through 1 use. So, you know, if it repairs the entire thing, then maybe a diamond would be good for that instantaneous repair, because you're not just paying for the repair, you're paying for the ability to do it really, really quickly. All of the cactus is in. These things are all smelting, and I've been doing a little bit of cleanup while I've been waiting for it to smelt. We have 59 cactus left to smelt in here because this hopper is empty, and we are going to repair this pickaxe. While we wait for that to finish, I want to just show you a little bit about what I'm thinking the inside, the user interface area of this place will look like. Let me get rid of this central block here. You'll come in, and all you'll see is this central hallway here. Now, I've got no idea what I might do for an exterior of this thing, and it's going into the side of the mountain, and this goes right up to the foundations of the rocket shop. So we need some sort of facade on the outside that's going to go into the mountain here. So I don't think that's going to happen in this episode, that's for sure. So if you have any ideas about what I could use as a exterior to this repair shop, let me know in the comments below, because right now I really have no idea. But let's take a look at what my plans are for the interior of this. So we've got these white concrete blocks that are going to push down to cover the furnaces that have had XP taken out of them. So I think we're going to cover the hoppers down here with the white concrete as well. Then I was thinking we put some quartz steps just as a little bit of detailing. And what was I wanting to do? Maybe this went across here. I've got to make up a few more whatchamacallits. Yeah, whatchamacallits. That's the technical term. Quartz steps. I'm going to need a fair number of them, so let's do that. I need to get this concrete in place. And let's get these steps on here. So yeah, I think what my plan is to put the white concrete kind of up like this. And I keep forgetting, I don't need to put do I? Well, I guess I don't have a way of putting it. I was thinking, like, I don't need to waste blocks by putting one here and here. But then I don't have anything to aim at. So this is kind of the idea that I'm thinking about doing. This is going to block off. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's really hard talking and building at the same time because your brain needs to do two completely separate things. But yeah, this is the idea that I am thinking. Let's get these two blocks in here. That way you can easily see the furnaces, but it cleans up absolutely everything else. And of course, we will trim this off here and probably just bring this right up to here, or maybe we will not quite sure how we're going to trim off this edge piece here, because then we've got the building exterior, whatever that's going to look like. Or, now this is an idea. It wouldn't be overly safe for creepers, but we could just bring this design around and then cover this up and not really worry about a traditional kind of building. You know what? That could be cool. All I need to do is make sure that I have enough walkway space to be able to get through here and get into these hoppers, because that's how I'm going to be refilling this XP shop. I'll just be using this staff only access. So we need something to bring us up to here, and maybe we just cover the machinery and keep the rest of it kind of as an open air market. You know, now that I think about it, that could be really interesting. What I think I'm going to do is get the rest of this design done, and then we'll figure out some sort of upper arch covering. Ooh, I like that. Maybe another layer of steps going up, and then cover the top with maybe some slabs with sea lanterns in. That could be cool, because we need a really good way to light this place too. Okay, so I'm going to do this all the way through, and then I will see what it looks like, come back, and we'll figure out exactly what we want to do after that. And we're pretty close we're pretty close to this being done. So I'm really looking forward to see just how much of this pickaxe we can repair with one repair use. I have completely run out of quartz, so I'm going to have to do some grinding work in the nether. But if we sneak a look at that furnace, it is done. I am super curious here to see just how well this is going to work. So we're going to take everything off except for the item we want to repair. And I'm going to click on this. I'm going to remove this item, and it did a decent job. So if we were going to use 2 furnaces, it would repair our tool pretty much completely. So I think that's a good deal. So I'm thinking we will charge 1 diamond for 2 repairs. So 1 diamond for each group of 2 furnaces. And so when the InfinityCraft members come along, they'll do their 2, they can pay their diamond, and they can go. And it's going to need to be a little bit of an honor system, because if they pay for 2 and only need 1, then they'll just need to remember that they can come back and use their second one, use their second furnace, because we don't want to make them waste their diamonds. I think that's probably a fair price. Tell me what you think. If you don't think that's a fair price, let me know, and we'll reevaluate that. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And it sealed up exactly as we were expecting. So now it doesn't even look like there's a furnace here. And actually, this one is ready to go too. So let's take this, and yeah, there we go. We are fully repaired, and we used up 2 furnaces worth. So now what I would do is come in here. Oh, actually, I'm gonna need to make this for sure. For sure's, yeah. Come out, not quite that far, but no, actually, yeah, I will need it to come out that far, because I need a space to be able to get in and access that right there. And so we are going to need to build this out and be able to get in here to access, because we'll need to take this all out, leave 1 in, and put the cactus back in place. So while I'm thinking about that, let's do that if we can. Oh, I don't have the supplies on me. Let me go get the supplies. I totally forgot I didn't have my elytra on me. If you take your elytra off, remember to put it back on, because otherwise you will try to fly and you will die. Hey, that rhymes. Oh my, it's late. I should probably go to sleep soon. Alright, I've got the supplies that we need to reset this. So, first thing we do is we're going to remove all of the cactus green. We're going to put 1 back, and we are going to put 16 kelp blocks. The moment I drop this in, the piston should retract. There we go, and let's put 5 cactus stacks in. Now when we look at it on the front again, that furnace is now available. I'm going to do the exact same thing in this one here. So let's remove all of this, and we'll put 1 back. We'll put 16 kelp blocks in, retracts the piston, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of cactus. These are now reset, and they're smelting up some more XP. Awesome. This thing is working exactly as expected, and I am quite pleased. So now I am going to go off into the nether and grind up some quartz so that we can get this done, and we'll come up with some sort of covering for the machinery. But I'm now that I think about it, the more I think about it, I really like the idea of just covering the machinery and leaving the rest of it open, and maybe we'll just do a mob prevention strip along here so that mobs aren't walking in and exploding everything. That's probably going to be a smart idea. 0 levels, 0 items. I was mining in the nether, getting some quartz, and well, yeah, I died. I done died. It was not a pretty sight. So, yeah, I've got some work ahead of me here. I need to get some new gear ready to go. I've got my emergency chest here that I'm just trying to see what I can get for the moment, just to tide me over, but I'm going to need to spend a little bit of time gearing back up. Oh, I have no feather falling. I'm going to have to make some more feather falling. This is not going to be fun. And I cannot not put an elytra on, because if I don't put an elytra on and I try to leave my base, I'm going to go splat. I did that earlier in this episode, didn't I? And I didn't put it on. Yeah, I put a chest plate on instead of an elytra. Good job there, GamePar. Alright, well, I think this is a good time to test the XP store and see just how many XP dispensers I need to use in order to get us up to... Oh, it's raining. That means mobs, doesn't it? That means creepers. That means explodey thingies. That's not going to be very much fun. Alright, well, let's head down this way to the back end, where we'll be a little bit safer. I want to see how many furnaces or XP dispensers it takes to get us from 0 levels up to 30. Now, I know that removing just 1 will bring us up to 15. Yeah, 15. And just like it's supposed to, it automatically closes for us. Now, this won't add another 15. Is it going to take us up to 20? 21. Okay, so 15, 21, 25, 28, 31. There we go. So we now know it takes 5 furnaces to get us up to 31 levels. Now, this is important because I've decided that in the space here, I want to create some elite XP dispensers. Now, what I mean by that is I want to create dispensers that you take out 1 item and it brings you all the way to 30 XP. So we know that that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 stacks of cactus green will bring you up to enchantable levels. How many? There's 3 times 9, so that's 27. So essentially, 1 chest worth of cactus green will bring you up to 31 XP instantaneously. So that is good for us to know. Just want to show you quickly what I've done here. Well, I might as well take one of these out up here just to show you. Take it out, gain the XP, and it closes off. So these support posts here we had as white concrete, but you couldn't tell where the furnaces, which ones the furnaces were behind. So I've added quartz blocks here, and then the white concrete is going to slide down, and that way we know exactly where the furnaces should be. What I've also done over here, you can't see it really because it doesn't look great because of the dirt in the way that I was using for scaffolding. Let me just get this out of the way here. Okay. So what I've done is I've added a layer of quartz steps on top. You can tell why I was needing so much quartz. You know, somebody really should open a quartz shop here on the server. Quartz shop, general building block shop. There's lots of shop opportunities. So, the top of this thing has the lower step, the upper step, and then I think I'm going to use slabs on top and then kind of mirror the look on the back, just without the user interface here for the XP dispensers. And that way, this is going to be kind of a self-contained unit. It's not going to be necessarily part of a building like we were talking about earlier, and just allows it to sit in the side of the mountain here a little nicer. I think that's the route we're going to take, and we're going to use RaleMaximus's trick at the threshold here just to keep exploding creepers away. Yeah, or maybe we should do like a perimeter all the way around, just so that we protect the back area as well. That might be a smart idea, because I don't want to line the inside with obsidian. And I don't want all my hard redstone work to go to waste by creepers exploding. Alright, so my next task is to replace all my tools, and then spend some more time in the nether, getting more nether quartz and finishing this off. I'd like to be able to finish off the facade of the machine by the end of the episode, but we'll see what we have time for. After 2 hours of grinding, I've got my gear finally back. Boy, did that take a while, but you can see behind me I've pretty much used up an entire row of my XP store all for myself, and a little bit of this row here. But let's take a quick look. We have our fortune pick back. We've got our silk touch pick pack. Even an upgrade on the sword. Torches, yeah. We've got a bit of an upgrade on our shovel too, and our axe, and our bow is looking pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, and I've got some decent gear on here as well. So, you know, we lost a lot, but we've got better gear now, and I think what I'm going to do is try to replicate this gear kit for my emergency kit, so I don't have to worry about it if this happens again. So, yeah, look, oh, that's the wrong button, there we go. Oh, that thing looks a little, it looks a little freaky up there. It's surprising to see it. Anyway, so I've used up a good chunk of my own store here. I wonder if anybody else has used it. Are there any? Nope, nobody's used it yet. So I've got a restock, and I've got some cactus here in my... Do I have any... I forgot to bring kelp with me. But let me put these down, and I am going to go down and get some kelp, and let me restock this, and we're going to look at... Actually, you know what? I can't do any work on this, because now I've got to go back to the end. The end? Did I just say the end? I just said the end. Wow, recording brain is a thing. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get any more progress done on this for a while. I've got to restock the furnaces and get the store fully restocked with XP. Then I've got to go to the nether, that's what it's called, and do some more quartz grinding. And I think this is going to take me a while, so I think this is where we are going to have to say goodbye for today. But, yeah, that's all the time we have for today's episode. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, make sure that you hit that like button. If you're new to my channel or haven't done so yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button today and make me a very happy GamePar. As always, please take a moment and check out the other InfinityCraft members' YouTube pages. Well worth your time to check it out, watch some videos, show them a little bit of love, hit their subscribe buttons as well. Links will be in the description, and as always, they are on the right-hand side of my YouTube homepage. But for now, this has been GamePar. Dying and playing on the InfinityCraft server. Have a great day, everyone.